Hello guys, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing great. The most powerful crystal for manifesting. What do you think that crystal is? Well, I'm going to reveal to you what I think is the most powerful crystal for manifesting and why it is. Now, there are plenty of crystals out there for different things you want to do. So this is a video for all my crystal heads who love crystals and love to use their crystals. And many of you may be aware of this, or if you're new and you're trying to figure out, well, how can I intensify my manifestation? How can I bring it to a bigger level? Well, crystals are definitely the key. And this is a video that you will need to learn to know how it works. So a crystal basically has properties to be very energy efficient. Crystals can really take energy, it can amplify energy, and it can make energy stream in a very unique way. It's efficient. It takes energy and makes it efficient. A lot of our technology relies on crystals. Without crystals, we couldn't have technology like we do. Cell phone, computers. So crystals are very powerful. And because they contain high vibrational energy, that's because they're arranged, the quantum particles in a crystal is arranged in what's called a lattice structure. They're very organized. They're lined up perfectly. Because they're lined up perfectly, it allows energy, these photons of light to go in, and the atoms in the crystals, because they're lined up so perfect, everything just streamlines in and it raises your vibration. So crystals are very powerful. So let's get right to it. So the most powerful crystal would be Moldavite. Now, before you guys run out and start getting Moldavite, you need to know how this works and the power of it. So let's talk about Moldavite. So Moldavite is a green rock. It's technically not a crystal, it's a rock. It's a tektite. It's found in the Czech Republic. Moldavite came to be formed about 15 million years ago in a meteorite impact. And the meteor and the earth, the impact created that molten glass. And the reason it gets that green color is from the iron in the earth when it fuses, and also the elements from the meteorite. So those two combinations gave it that green glassy look. It's called a tektite. So it's actually a rock, glass rock, but we call it a crystal. But the reason it's so powerful is because the origin, it's from the outer space, the universe, it's the cosmos. So it has very high energy. It's not tainted by anything in the earth, the atmosphere, anything. When it came here, it fused together, and that element gave it a much very higher vibration. Moldavite is very good. It's a very excellent crystal to connect to other dimensions, to outwardly things. It's a crystal that raises your vibration. It cleanses relationships. It removes doubt. It removes limiting beliefs. It helps you to manifest a lot faster because it has a higher vibration. So that's the biggest properties of Moldavite. It's also great to meditate with. Now, what the dangers of Moldavite, or the side effects of Moldavite, that individuals may not be aware of. First thing you want to understand is if you have Moldavite, you do not sleep with Moldavite. It's not a good crystal to sleep with because of the properties. It's so energetic. It can actually interfere with the part of your mind, with your dreams and anything like that. If you want to sleep, the best crystals to sleep with would be amethyst or clear quartz. Those are good crystals that you can use to help you. But Moldavite, used for meditation. Now here's the thing about the Moldavite crystal. It is highly energetic. So being highly energetic is going to be very sensitive to individuals. So here's what happens. If you don't use crystals regularly, or you're not a frequent crystal user, you want to be careful with Moldavite. Here's the reason why. The crystal has to bond with you. It has to choose you. So what happens is if you go get Moldavite and you're new to this, you don't know how crystals work, and it's because it's in a different realm, because it's so energetic. It can give you effects such as dizziness, nauseousness, headaches. So if you're experiencing that, it means the crystal hasn't bonded with you yet. It's too much energy. So what you want to do, you want to put the crystal away for at least a couple weeks, and then go back and test it again until the crystal reads your energy aura and it then can bond with you. Okay, and the next side effect of the crystal is if you're not highly sensitive, you may not even get these side effects, the emotional part. But what you will receive, though, you may see your life start to go upside down. You're like, man, what's going on? It may seem like bad luck, like relationships to end in, things are just out of whack. That's because the crystal, what it does, remember, it's a relationship cleaner crystal. It helps to build things. So it's a rebuilder, it's a beginner, it's a crystal of creating the new, eliminating the old. So in your life, it might be a lot of chaos. That's the crystal doing its thing. It's cleansing. So some of it may look to you like, man, I'm just losing friends, or all these bad things happen in my life. That's the Moldavite rearranging and rebuilding you, rebirthing you. And these are some of the effects that you may experience in your life. So it's nothing like crazy or, oh, something's wrong, the crystal's messing me up. That's how the crystal work. So you have to understand that, right? So, okay, once you get that and you pass that, now you can get into the crystal. So the thing about the crystal is what you want to do with Moldavite. First of all, it's a rare crystal, so you have to make sure you get the authentic one. There may be a lot of counterfeits Moldavite. It's not a cheap crystal either. So the best way you can tell if the crystal is authentic, if you get the crystal, just look inside. You should see some bubbles inside. Those are the oxidation when the crystal fused. That was formed millions and millions of years ago. And when they mine it, you get these little oxidation pockets in the crystals. Or just make sure you get it from a reputable crystal store, right? Now, so now you get your Moldavite. All right. So what do you do next? First, you want to cleanse it. So you can use moonlight, put it outside in the moon. Let it charge. You can use cool water for about a couple hours. Also, you can sage it. I'm sure there's other ways that you guys can comment to cleanse crystals. Those are probably the most common ways you can cleanse that crystal. Now, with every crystal, many of you may not know this. When you have crystals, you have to cleanse it, but then you also have to activate the crystal. You got to turn the crystal on to bond with you. So it's not just I get the crystal, I cleanse it. Oh, it's done. So here's the way to activate all crystals. It's very simple. What you want to do is take the crystal and hold it in your receiving hand, the hand that you use to get things. If you get money, the hand that you use to get money, or your dominant hand, your receiving hand. Hold the crystal in your receiving hand, in the palm of your hand. And then just when you hold the crystal, just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and be still. And when you feel the warmth of the crystal, you should feel a warmth of the crystal in your palm, like just a little warm burn. The crystal has been activated, and the crystal is now ready for it to be used. That's with every crystal you can do it with. Some crystals, you may not need to fully activate them because the energy of them is their energy is not that spontaneously huge. But especially with Moldavite, you definitely want to activate that crystal. And if you have crystals, go ahead, try it. Put it in your receiving hand. It's just going to make that manifestation more powerful. All right. So now that you have the crystal, now what can you look forward to? Now you can look forward to higher levels of conscious awareness, better meditation, less negativity, removing of doubt, limiting beliefs, more people bringing you things, relationships getting better, things start to circulate around your life, more protection. So you see, the reason why I think it's so powerful because it has all these components in one. Now you have other crystals that can do these things, but they're different crystals. You have to get different crystals. This crystal has the whole package in one, and that's why it's so powerful. So again, if you're a beginner, make sure you test the crystal. Now for some individuals who have crystals, the crystal can easily bond to you because you have that charge already. But for many individuals who are new to this, you definitely want to check that out. So when you're going to use Moldavite, it's best you can wear it as a pendant. You can have it a little stone, you can put it in your car, in your purse, in your wallet, or you can have the bead. Just depends on you. Now the thing is, remember, it's very powerful. So when it starts to do its thing, you may feel a lot of chaotic stuff in your life, but it's the crystal doing its thing. If you can't handle it now, put the crystal down a couple weeks and then come back again until it slowly bonds with you. But crystals are great conductors. They have the energy because there are unique properties, and they're connected to the etheric or the spiritual, non-physical world. And because they have so much energy and the vibration they put out, it's so very high that when you bond it with your body and then you attach your vibration to it, you create a harmony, and this harmony now will help you to speed up, to get your manifestation, or to get you balanced and grounded, just to help your overall life. You'll feel more healthy, more energetic. You'll have more insights, because these crystals act as a support system to the universe for you. And that's the part, especially Moldavite, because it's outside of the earth. It comes from space, so it's coming in from another dimension. And when that meteorite came, it brought a lot of different energy, and the energy of different worlds, different dimensions. So when it came into Earth, it's like an alien. So you have something that's rare, that's not from here, that makes it even more powerful, because it's not contaminated. It has different properties. So that's it. The most powerful crystal you can get, and you can go out and get it, is Moldavite. Thank you, guys.